We've been chronicling Bill Maher's move to the right, it seems, or at the very least, a rejection of some of his very extreme left-wing ideas. Now, understand something. Bill Maher is still a liberal Democrat. Whenever he criticizes Democrats, he always has to frame it within some sort of punchline about Trump being a Nazi or something. But on his podcast, not his big panel show on HBO, but on his podcast where he sits around with a guest and gets drunk or high, he had a lot to say about the left, about Trump. And he had as a guest Andrew Schultz, who was a right-of-center comedian. He's very funny. He's also a podcaster. Take a look at how this conversation began.
Dude, I wonder if and again, I don't know too much about the Ilhan Omar's politics or whatever.
Oh, but Elon Omar?
Is that who you're talking about?
Elon Omar.
You call her Elon Omar?
I call her that because that's her name. She's the representative from Minnesota.
I think, whatever.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Ilhan, I thought it was. But I think that
whatever it is, I don't like her.
So the point that I'm trying to make here is that is she a representative of America or Palestine? Is my question. Well, here's the thing that's important. It's I think that she has and I don't even know if she understands this as privilege, but she has an identity outside of being American. She has this separate identity from another country that has thousands of years of history, and that's baked into who she is. Some of us,
where you would happily live.
Well, where I would happily live, and it would be so great. So,
and she married her brother,
and it is what it is.
So you could do that.
I mean, if I had a sister, no,
you can marry your sister. I don't know what you could do.
But the point is,
you could do anything to a woman. Okay, so let's put that right on the table.
So the point I'm trying to make is some of us only have America. We only have this. So when you attack this, I'm going to defend it till the day I die. I love America more than anything in the entire world. It's the greatest country in the human existence. It's the greatest experiment in existence, and it has succeeded. So we only have this. You have to find a way to communicate what you believe to be the shortcomings of America in a way that doesn't make us feel like you don't love it.
Totally, Bill Maher says. Like I said, they're drunk. And like I said, Bill Maher, not only is he actually inherently a Democrat, but he's also not very smart. What was that whole back and forth over Ilhan Omar's name? Ilhan Omar, her name is Ilhan Omar. And no, she's not the representative from Palestine. She's the representative from Somalia. Get it straight. I think you're thinking of Rashida Tlaib, who is, in fact, the representative of Palestine, even though there really isn't a place called Palestine. Okay, a little bit more here.
Kid Rock was here a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I want you to meet Trump. He said, I'm going to take you to the White House. So now we're going to do that.
I think that's a good
there will be lots of people on the left who will be like, how dare you talk to this man? I'm like, F you. I'm not playing this game that you mean girls play.
Yes.
Where oh, you know what? You can't sit at my lunch table because I'm just not talking to you. Not talking to you, you lost the election. Who the do you think you have to talk to? It's one thing if you win it.
Yeah.
It's another thing if you lose it.
You got to start talking to people.
Have to talk. And I see Gavin Newsom is doing this now. He's changed his tune. He's got a podcast, and the first guest was Charlie Kirk.
I thought that was, I thought that was brilliant.
He mentioned me. He said, I take my, I'm noticing what Bill does, talks to both sides, is left leaning, but not afraid to criticize the people on his team. We got to get more of this going.
This
has to become the center. This has to become a real center. Right now, it's a few lonely islands that need to become a bigger fucking sandbar.
Yeah, no, for real, you're right. It needs to be normalized.
Needs to be normalized so we can normalize. As he's right, by the way, Maher he is going to get attacked. He's already getting attacked by his pals on the left, and they are his pals. And so maybe instead of bitching about his pals to Andrew Schultz, maybe he should actually start talking and confronting his buddies, because as soon as he has them on, he's just fine with them. Let's make no mistake here. He's going to go see Trump. He's going to visit the White House, and Trump will get something out of it politically, and Bill Maher will get something out of it for his ratings. And that's great. But Bill Maher said on his program multiple times that Trump colluded with Putin and he rigged the election. Bill Maher continues to repeat lies over and over again on his show. He's still part of the problem. And he basically says whatever he has to say based on the audience that he's in. Didn't he have Jane Fonda sitting in that exact chair 2 months ago? and he was lamenting about maybe he's going to quit because he doesn't want to go through another 4 years if Trump is president. He's already done that before, and maybe he's just going to hang it up. Remember that? Remember? Give me a break. I mean, I'm sorry. We want to celebrate and point out when people sort of start to change their mind and think a second time about issues. But at the same time, why should we believe this? And also, why should he get an invite to the White House when there are plenty of other people with platforms who have been quite supportive of the president? That said, they turned the conversation to Elon Musk and once again exposed one of the typical lies that you're seeing from the left.
I am a little bit more optimistic about the intentions of the administration. It doesn't mean it's going to work out, but I don't think that Musk is trying to get richer.
No,
like I think
he's definitely not. That I've always defended him on that. He does not care about money.
Yeah,
I mean,
like, he's got all the money. Like, I think he thinks that this actually will help America. Like,
I've been with him at times, and he did not have a house.
Yeah,
he was like staying at a friend's house.
It doesn't matter.
He will sleep on the couch.
Yeah,
or sleep at the Tesla factory as he did to get that going. I think he's, he brags about we work the weekends. Let's have pizza at 1 a.m. and keep working. And then sleep here. That's what he's an engineer. That's what turns him on.
And I respect that. I think it's
and by the way, they're 100% right about that. You don't hear that talking point very much anymore from the Democrats because it's such a loser. This whole idea that Elon Musk is only involved because he wants to get access to your Social Security financials and your numbers, and he wants to steal money from you and steal money from the federal government and secure more contracts because he wants to get richer, even though he's already the richest man on the planet. Nobody would go through all the things that Elon Musk is going through for that. And the American people agree with that. Take a look at this latest poll specifically about this issue that CNN just promoted.
I mean, I have rarely ever seen any change of perception as dramatic as this one. I mean, Elon Musk's net favorable rating, it's dropped from plus 24 to minus 19 overall from 2017 to 2025. And look at among Democrats. He used to be beloved by Democrats at plus 35. Look where it is now, minus 91 points on the net favorable rating. That is a movement of over 120 points in the negative direction, falling through the floor. Now, among Republicans, he has gone up from plus 18 to plus 51, but that doesn't at all make up for the gap that the Democrats have completely fallen off the rails for Elon Musk. And among independents, the drop has been from plus 17 to minus 17. Look, Donald Trump isn't the most popular president in the world, but he is far more popular than Elon Musk is.
So we've been focused a lot on what this all means for the country as Elon Musk exercises a certain amount of power. But another question is, what does it mean for Elon Musk and his companies? Now, we can't be sure there's a one-for-one parallel here, but we are seeing activity.
We're absolutely seeing activity. I mean, you can see this in terms of new registrations for Teslas in the United States, car registrations. In 2024 versus 2023, look at that. Down 5%. I was interested. Did that movement continue into the new year? Absolutely. If anything, it accelerated. Look at this. New car registrations down 11%. And this has occurred as other EV car makers have seen their registrations go up. And it has also occurred as Tesla's registrations and the people buying Teslas worldwide has also dropped. It's not just a U.S. phenomenon.
And in 10 seconds or less, part of the reason is who buys EVs.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Who buys EVs? Look at this. The share of EV owners who are Republicans, just 20%. When you're falling with Democrats, falling with independents, you're giving up a large share of the market. And that is a big reason why Tesla is struggling. And Elon Musk is certainly at least driving a little bit of that.
All right. That, by the way, is the owner of 2 Teslas. I just want to say, fine, go ahead. I mean, it's a great car. I suggest that you buy one. In fact, I'm thinking of trading in one of my older ones for a newer one just to boost Tesla up right now. That's what they deserve. And it's not, everyone says, oh, it's so expensive. It's actually not. Take a look at it and you'll see it's not. But this is the point. This is the strategy. I mentioned this when this whole thing first started. Take a look on our channel here. I've got a video that shows how brilliant Trump was in having Elon Musk do this. He's going to become the tip of the spear. They're going to try to drag him down and make him unpopular because that's what Democrats do. They don't have an argument. They can't win on the merits. They can't tell you why they stand for something that it's a better idea than the other idea that they're opposed to. What they do is engage in the politics of personal destruction. They want to ruin Elon Musk. So mission accomplished. You've made him seem like a monster of some sort, and you've dragged down all of his approval ratings. And that means, of course, that come election time, Elon Musk has had to have a really tough time winning that election and getting votes with, oh, wait a second. He's not running for anything. He doesn't care. Go ahead and drag down his approval ratings. It means nothing to him. He literally, what are you going to do? He's going to have trouble getting his next job. He's the richest man on the planet. He's going to have trouble with the next business venture. Really, he's going to walk into investors if he needs them, although he doesn't really need them. He can say, can I mention he's the richest man on the planet? But he's going to walk into a bank and say, hey, I have an idea for a new business venture, and this is what I'm going to do. They're going to say, no, we don't want your business here. You're Elon Musk. Of course. Everything he's done is turned to gold. You literally can't hurt this guy. So go ahead. You think he cares? He doesn't care. Go buy it.